I began our interview right in the middle of the working warehouse in between juice bottles.
The New Hampshire union leader endorsed Speaker Gingrich over the weekend, saying he has courage, conviction, and isn't just telling them what they want to hear. Now, the editor there, Joe McQuaid, confirmed that last line was really about you. What's your reaction to that endorsement, and specifically that charge about that you lack conviction?
You know, the union leaders have not always been happy with me, so I can't be terribly surprised. He's a lifelong politician. I think you have to have the credibility of understanding how the economy works, and I do, and that's one reason I'm in this race.
There's videotape of you going back years speaking about different issues: climate change, abortion, immigration, gay rights. How can voters trust what they hear from you today is what you will believe if you win the White House?
Well, Brett, your list is just not accurate. So, one, we're going to have to be better informed about my views on issues.
But I'm sure you've seen these ads using videotape of you in previous years speaking on various issues. And it seems like it's in direct contrast to positions you take now.
Well, I'm glad that the Democratic ads are breaking through, and you guys at Fox are seeing them.
John Huntsman has a couple ads that do the exact same thing.
And there's no question but that people are going to take snippets and take things out of context and try and show that there are differences where in some cases there are not.
Do you still support the idea of a mandate? Do you believe that was the right thing for Massachusetts? Do you think a mandate, mandating people to buy insurance, is the right tool?
Brett, I don't know how many hundred times I've said this too. This is an unusual interview. All right, let's do it again.
At times you thought it would be a model for the nation.
You're wrong, Brett.
No, I mean, there's tape out there.
No, the tape out there, continue to read the tape, and the tape goes on to say, for each state to be able to look at it. I was asked time and again, in the last debates, look back at the 2008 campaign. On the stage, I was asked at the debate, is your Massachusetts plan something you would have the nation do as a federal plan? Each time said no, the answer is no.
Can you name two issues on which your views are not in line with the views of the conservative base of your party?
You know, I don't typically think about
you're not in line.
How I'm not in line with the conservative base of the Republican Party. I think in terms of what I believe. And that's what I've spoken about as I've run for office more than once.
Is there one?
There are a number of issues where I part company with other members of my party. I'm not a carbon copy of all the people in my party. This whole stream of thought that you began with, which is, oh, will you say anything to get elected? If that were the case, would I still be defending Massachusetts health care?
Do you think you have work to do to convince Republican voters to trust you?
Brett, the American people have had a good chance to get to know me over the last 4 years. Some have read my book. Some have seen me in the debates. Some saw me 4 years ago when I ran. I've got a lot more work to do to be able to win this. It's a far cry from being in my pocket at this point, and I'll keep campaigning to the last possible moment.